You need that. That is what truly shapes you. The second you decide I'm committing to myself to be the best version that I can be, you will become invincible. So you've probably clicked on this video because you don't feel pretty. You want to manifest a glow up. You want to be stunning. You want to look into the mirror and not hate yourself. If that sounds like you, then this is the video for you. Feel free to stick around if you don't know me. My name is Anna. On here I talk about all things mindset, spirituality, subliminals, glowing up, glow up culture, just being confident, stepping into your true authenticity to attract anything you want to have. The list gets longer every time I say this intro. Yeah, this is what we talk about around here. This video isn't planned as well. Like, I just sat down and I'm like, guess I'll just record something now. So, welcome. I had received a few messages over on TikTok which inspired me to do this video. Just from like young girls talking about being insecure and getting bullied in school or whatever. I'm not gonna say any names now, so don't get scared, but this is basically what we will be talking about today, because I was bullied once when I was still a little baby, and that really took a toll on my mental health, and therefore I manifested my glow up because I was sick and tired of just feeling ugly, not feeling cute, like not being confident, not being able to fully stand in my power, because I thought that I would never fit in, that people would never like me for who I was, because I was loud, I was like obnoxious. When I was young I was always wearing like super big earrings and stuff. Let's just say I was my own person from a very young age on. I'm also an only child, so my parents also brought me up in a way where I was free to express myself because I never had anyone that I was being compared to, luckily. But when I like got to know the other kids and everything, it was really tough. And also with my interests that I had, for instance, I had my first YouTube channel when I was like 13, 14, and people used to make fun of that in school, and just I thought that expressing myself authentically oh my god, I can't talk again, authentically was something that was not good for anyone, especially for myself. If you've been following me for a while, you probably know the story of when COVID rolled around and I made the promise to myself that I would re-enter school after everything was over and not be the same person that I was, and that really happened. I already talked about that in my glowing up with subliminals video, which you can check out over here, I think, like on here. I will link it there if you haven't seen it already. But I thought I would just go a bit more into detail about that, especially with the whole raising like the phoenix from the ashes thing with bullying, and just deciding to step into your own power, and just a little pep talk for you guys if you want to manifest a glow up like I did. First off, let me just say that glow up culture is a scam. It's a scam. You will not wake up one day and be like, I'm gonna invest 24 hours and a bunch of money into glowing up, doing my nails, doing a spray tan, getting my teeth fixed, getting fillers injected into my lips, and dyeing my hair blonde. That is not what a glow up is. This is something that I feel like if no one is there to tell you that, you will fall into the trap of that glow up scam that I'm talking about. I'm also a victim of consuming countless glow up videos on YouTube. They are really inspiring and they are really fun, but that's just all they are. They are fun to watch, they are interesting to watch, and I personally just love seeing the before and after of people when they like had gotten into a slump and then they get out of it and all of a sudden they're like super hot again. You don't need that in order for you to get a glow up. You do not need that. Let me just say, the reason why you glow up is probably the most important thing. And when I see people online glowing up and just advertising that as well as like, oh my god, I glowed up before summer break was over or whatever, I always start to think like, okay, what is the reason that you wanted to glow up in the first place? And for me, I always had this thing, and I also already talked about this in one of my last videos, but I always had this thing where I was like, okay, summer break was my time to glow up, to change how I look, to just come back better, because in Germany we always have like 6 weeks of summer break where we're off school and then we get back to school. And then for like only a couple weeks, and then we have like fall break again, and then we're off for another couple weeks. Whenever summer break rolled around, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be a whole new person. So I was always obsessed just with the idea of optimizing who I am in a very, very short period of time. When it really clicked for me was when I realized that this is just a quick fix and I actually need to commit full time to me glowing up and growing into the person that I am today. As I said, this is when I made the promise to myself when COVID hit. I was like, I'm solely gonna focus on me. I'm gonna ignore the rest of the world and I'm like gonna work on myself hardcore. And this is what caused my glow up. This is how, like, those were the action steps that I took in order for me to glow up and to find who I really wanted to be. This is also the thing that I want you guys to take away from this video. If you're in school, and I've noticed that a lot of people that are into manifestation and just all of that, and especially glow up culture, are still very, very young. I'm 21 years old and I've been through all of that. I mean, my frontal lobe isn't fully developed yet, but I think we're like on a good path to that. Coming from someone who has gone through all of those things so many times already in my life, in school especially, let me just say, it doesn't matter what you're doing in school, because once you're out of school, you will be a completely different person anyway. You will be a completely different person. You will reevaluate everything that you did. You will literally, like, everything you once thought was desirable or you did that to fit in, you will let go of that and transform entirely. If you knew me from school back then, I'm a completely different person now. Like, literally, life shapes you in a way where you become unrecognizable from when you were in school. If you're still in school, and if you're like around 15 to 17, let's say, that's probably the worst phase of this. It doesn't matter. So take all your focus inward if you want, if you feel ready for this journey, and work on yourself privately. Don't let anyone know. The people in school that you look up to, they are not your friends. They will never be your friends, and you should not be looking up to them. Unless they're like truly amazing people that are super inspiring. Because like me, for instance, at my school there was this drummer guy and he had super long hair and he was like super metal, and that was so fucking cool. That was not my style, but I always looked up to him because he was just doing his thing. Unless it's those kind of people, do not look up to anyone in school, because we are literally, when we're at that age, we don't know what the fuck we're doing. You don't know what you're doing, and other people also don't know what the fuck they're doing. I also remember I had this one girl in school and I always thought that she was so pretty, and I was literally, eventually she left our school, but I literally started to copy her style, and this was one of my glow up phases that I had, where I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna look exactly like this girl. She was super quiet and super shy, I think, but she was literally, the way she just carried herself was, she just was like one of the popular girls at school, and I was like, oh my god, I wanted to be so bad. Like, I need to be this. So I started dressing like her, and I started like doing a lot more makeup. I wore fake lashes to school every single day, and now like my makeup is rather natural. I only do a couple of things. I'm not even wearing foundation. But I used to do like a full face of makeup before school every single morning. It took me an hour always. I would wake up at 5 to do my full face of makeup. I had full glam on. I was also the girl who wore heeled boots to school. You don't need to do all that. I don't regret doing that, because it definitely shaped the person that I am today, internally, but you do not need to do all that in order for you to glow up. So what I really want you to do is to just take your focus inward and build the foundations of the person that you are going to be in your future. If you already start being this young and starting with this manifestation mindset work, self-development work, you have a huge advantage. And I always tell people that when they ask me and they're like, hey, Anna, I'm getting bullied at school, like, what do I do? Just, you're already so aware of all the things that you can do in this lifetime, purely because you're obviously over here watching my content, so I assume that this is the bubble that you're in, which is great. Like, the younger you are in this space, the better it is, because especially when you're going through puberty, your mind is so easily shapeable. It's literally like clay, like you can mold it just however you want. This is what we want. This is so, oh my god, and I get so excited when I see people this young in this space, and I always want to protect them from like the toxic energy that we sometimes have within this like manifestation community and everything. When you utilize it right, this work, you're so many steps ahead of all the other people that are bullying you, that are being mean to you, that are making fun of you or whatever. You are so many steps ahead because you already realize the power that you hold. And while we are young, we are changing literally on a daily basis. And you can use that for your own good. You can be like, oh my god, today I want to experiment this, and today I want to shift into this person, because at the end of the day it's fucking school. No one gives a shit. We are children. No one gives a shit. I'm blessed to say that I grew up in a time where social media wasn't a huge thing, and I cannot imagine how it is nowadays being a teen, but literally stay off of Instagram unless you're consuming like inspirational content. Don't let TikTok trends influence you into thinking you need a 14-step Korean skincare routine. You don't. Focus on yourself. Learn what feels good for you. Learn what feels good for your body. Nourish your body and appreciate the changes that you're going through. And with each phase that you're going through within your life, and we go through phases, especially in puberty, utilize each phase and really reevaluate your vision that you have for yourself. Like, make vision boards, start scripting, start writing down your goals, what you want, even if they are not set in stone. I've changed my path and my goals and my vision board so many times again, and I still do, because as I grow older, of course, like my vision gets more refined and more detailed, and I'm like, oh, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, especially like with relationships, friendships, career-wise. You will change so many times, but when you take this time to focus on you and to be like, hey, this is great actually, like going through so many changes is amazing, I can use that to my advantage. You are so many steps ahead. Oh my god, this is really what I wish I could have told my younger self when I had those down phases where I was like, oh my god, I need to hide behind this mask, and like, oh my god, I want to be like the super chic person who's like, oh my god, I'm so quiet. Like, when that's not really what I am. I'm loud. Like, I'm a Sagittarius and a Leo rising. I'm not quiet. I'm here to be seen. And if you're anything like me and you are here to be seen, do not let others dim your light. Do not let others dim your light, and this is how you will glow up. You will manifest a glow up when you truly step into your authenticity and you own that and you're proud of that. And it takes time to grow into being proud of who you truly are. But once you get there, you're invincible. And especially when you're young and you're getting into this work, you will be invincible when you're like in your early 20s. Like, my confidence has developed to a point right now where I can say nothing can really shake me. I've been through a bunch of bullshit. It was hard, and I did fall onto my face a million times. You need that. That is what truly shapes you. The second you decide, I'm committing to myself to be the best version that I can be, you will become invincible. You will manifest the glow up. The glow up is not getting eyelash extensions, getting brow lamination, getting, I don't know, like a whole new wardrobe because it's trendy right now. That is not what a glow up is. A glow up comes from the inside out. And I always say that, and I'm gonna get that tattooed eventually on my fucking forehead. As within, so without. You cannot glow up if you're not shaping your soul. If you're not fine-tuning what's already there. That will reflect outwardly. Okay? You still with me? This is all over the place, I know, but stay with me. This is important. Sit down, take out your notepad. This is important. As long as you commit to the inner work, you will shine, you will be beautiful, you will be magnetic. You will literally be magnetic. You don't need their approval. You don't need their approval and their permission to shine. You will shine so bright that they need to put on their sunglasses. It would be so cool if I had my sunglasses on my head right now, but those are just my blue light glasses. But they will need to put on sunglasses because you're shining so fucking bright. And you will also shine bright to let everyone around you shine. Not to put the shadow on them because you're so big and you're so amazing. No, that's not what we want. We don't want to be big and amazing to put shadow on other people. We want to be big and amazing and shine so bright so that everyone around us can shine as well. That is how we glow up. That is literally how we glow up. If you realize the power that you hold within yourself, you will become unstoppable. And it doesn't matter what people at school say, it doesn't matter what your peers say, it doesn't fucking matter. You own your truth and don't let anyone shake that from you. No one. No one. Oh my god. I don't even know where this just came from. I thought just like that this is what I want to say. Because that message that I got on TikTok really inspired me and it really touched me. And if you're seeing this, I'm sending so much love your way. If anyone is struggling with anything, let me know either down in the comments or just on Instagram. I've linked my Instagram down below, or on TikTok. Reach out wherever, however you want, and I'll try my best to collect some wisdom for you that I can just share with you individually. This just brought me to relive my whole high school time that I didn't think about in ages. A little therapy session for both of us right now. If you resonate with my energy, I would be happy if you subscribe. Leave a like, leave a comment, because it helps a shit ton with the algorithm. Again, because I always say that, I am doing subliminal commissions. The link is down below in the description box. It's on my Ko-fi account. It's 15 euros per subliminal, plus add-ons if you want custom-made binaural beats or anything like that. But messaging me is always free. You will always get free guidance. And I would love to keep it like that, but if I keep growing, it may be difficult. But I love to provide free guidance. So if there's anything you're struggling with, I need to put a disclaimer that I'm not a therapist by any means. I'm just a friend. But I would love for you to reach out if there's anything that you're struggling with. I'm sending so much love and light wherever you are. I love you guys so much, and I hope this message resonated with you today. Bye!